away.
All right, thanks, Ross. Good morning, everybody. Just excited to have another opportunity this week. Obviously, we've not had the start that we hoped for, worked for, to this point. But just first quarter. We got a lot of football left, a lot of opportunity left, and so we'll kick off the second quarter this week, and still looking for our best game. Still looking for 4 quarters of complimentary football. We've not done that yet, and we've seen it in spots. We played the first half of LSU game, 2 quarters of good complimentary football, and then the last half of the Troy game, 2 quarters of good complimentary football. But outside of that, we just haven't put it together, and that's what it's going to take for us to kind of get back on track. Another great opportunity this week to go play and see if we can find a way to win a game. And that's really our focus, is just trying to play our best game, trying to continue to learn and grow from mistakes and things we got to do better, know that we can do better. But I know that for us, there's a lot of disappointment where we are at this point. But again, they don't cancel the season after the first quarter. They don't call a football game off after the first quarter. We got a long way to go, but it doesn't get any easier. Every game is a battle, and we're definitely, got our backs against the wall, and we put ourselves in a hole, and we got to find a way to get ourselves out of it. And you just got to do it, one week at a time, one play at a time, and that's really what our deal is right now. We just need one more play, one more score, one more stop. But I love how the guys have responded this week. And love our team, our staff. It's a group of people that are together and know what we got to go do. But again, doesn't get any easier. Syracuse is a really good football team. They're undefeated in the league, so we know, hey, we've got a loss in the league, so we got zero room for error. So we've got to find a way to win a ball game. And Syracuse is coming in here off of 2 good wins, and one of them in overtime. They're a very tough football team, well coached. Fran is a guy that I got a lot of respect for, and his team plays really hard. I mean, these guys are physical. They are physical as crap on both sides of the ball. They fly around, and we'll get after you. So offensively, they're another challenge. I mean, they play with a ton of tempo, snap the ball 80-plus times. I mean, they're playing really, really fast. They've got some length outside. They're huge up front. The quarterback came in he was the backup at Notre Dame, and he's done a heck of a job. I think they're 3rd in the country in passing offense, and he might be leading the nation in passing. But that doesn't mean they get off the bus throwing it all over the park. It doesn't mean they don't run the ball. Everything really starts with them running the ball to pass the ball. The back is kind of like Maffa. He's a 235-pound back. Big, thick kid, strong downhill runner, but every run they have is an RPO. I mean, everything. The kid can pass it every snap, whether it's a screen, a true RPO, second level, or third level read, and then a ton of play action shots, move them out of the pocket, and a bunch of drop back. I mean, whether it's an empty or it's tight sets, whatever it is, again, watching the quarterback after 3 games. He's a really good player. So, this is a big challenge for our defense. A lot of shots. I mean, they'll again move the pocket all over the place. Free release the back. The back's a factor in the passing game as well. So we've got to find a way to affect the quarterback. It's just that simple. I mean, he's a guy that can really he can beat you. So. Big challenge there, matching up with their skill and affecting this quarterback to give ourselves a chance. And then over on the defensive side, they've done a nice job, with their scheme. Very aggressive. I mean, very aggressive. Get after you up front. The one thing that jumps out off the tape is they're physical, number one, but they fly to the ball. I mean, these guys are around the ball. Anytime you stop the film, they got a bunch of dudes around the ball. So play really, really hard, and they've got good skill on the back end. They're a really good front. They've got the one kid, number 8. I think it's maybe his 8th year in college. He's a problem. He's got some really good athleticism and length. He's been a very effective, big inside. So I really like all their players. 91, 4, 11. Got good corners. Two's one of the better players in our league. He's been around for a while. Deuce Chestnut. So it's a good football team. Probably the best punter in our league. Really, really good special teams guy. So. Big challenge, and we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to another opportunity to get back out and compete our butts off and see if we can get our season on track. Any questions?
So Elijah Thurman, was that an injury from the Troy game, or was that practice?
Practice. Yeah, practice.
I guess what's his status?
Day to day. We'll release a status report on Thursday of all these guys. So that's protocol now with ACC games.
How has Jay Haynes kind of progressed so far from his injury?
Yeah, he's still coming. The quad strain, I think I might have mentioned that a week or so ago. The quad strain kind of set him back, and but he's still not fully back, but progressing.
With the offense, you just mentioned, one play away, and some of the basic, simple stuff. To you, how much is that on players? How much is that is on coaches? How does that split kind of go for the blame so far?
There's accountability for everybody. This isn't middle school football. It's everybody's accountable. Everybody's got to be better.
With the first quarter mark here, as you're evaluating Tom Allin so far, how much do you factor in the learning curve of a new defense, a new language, sort of starting from scratch?
Yeah, the first 2 games, good enough to win. You hold 17 points to LSU and got one big play that we gave up there. That's good enough to win. So I'd say you passed those 2 tests, but we stunk in Atlanta. But how about let's give Haynes King some credit? How about we give Georgia Tech some credit? That quarterback was special, and I knew going in he's a special player, and he was special in the game when they needed it most. He was the difference in the game, and so that game we didn't get it done defensively to what we need to be what we want to be. So, but we hadn't had Khalil Barnes. He's one of our best players. That's been a little bit of a factor as well, but no excuse. We got plenty. I just think, but again, same thing. It's complimentary football. 21 points. The 3 points came off the offense, so 21 points. We got to score points. So, it's there's I say it's down to one play. There's one play I could change on defense that we win the game. But there's about 8 of those, one play. If I change one of those 8, and it had nothing, don't even take anything away from them, like stuff that we control, you win the game. But we got to get the offense rolling. Defensively, I think we're going to be fine. I think Tom's done a great job, but there's certainly newness. There's some things that they got to work through. Got to drive the car a little while, but it wasn't good enough in Atlanta. It wasn't good enough. It was good enough to win the first game, and certainly good enough to win the second game. They gave up 7 points. That's what they gave up, and the rest is on the offense. So I think it's the first quarter. I think we got a lot of football. We got a long way to go. It's a long season. Played good people, and again, we haven't come close to playing our best football, and you've got 2 losses down to the last play against good teams. So that stinks, but also there's reason for optimism. So we got to do a better job with things that we control.
Do you think it can take away from continuity and rhythm of the defensive line when you're rotating so frequently?
We've rotated forever around here. Yeah. Best defense in the country, 2014. I mean, we rotated 5 D tackles and we rotated 4 D ends like it was. We rotated Shaq Lawson, Vic Beasley, Kevin Dodd, Corey Crawford, Tavares Barnes. We played 5 ends every game, 5 D tackles. DJ Reader, Grady Jarrett, Deshaun Williams, Josh Watson, Carlos Watkins. I mean, yeah. Just play all them guys.
So we're dominating the line of scrimmage, is that your deal?
Yep. Yeah, we did. We were number 1 in the country. But we rotated them all year.
That's what I'm asking, like, that dominance hasn't happened. So I'm just wondering if there's a change.
How many points did we give LSU?
17.
Okay. Is that good enough to win defensively? Should be. They gave up 7 against Troy, and they gave up 21 against Georgia Tech. So I'm not saying we're dominating people, but we're trying. It's a long season, and you got to, where we got to be better defensively is third down. That's where we got to be better, and we got to get off the field a little bit more. But who do you not want us to play?
That's not my preference.
Okay, well, we're going to play the guys that deserve to play. They can't play every snap. We got to have a rotation in the D line. We don't play anybody that doesn't rotate D linemen. I mean, they can't play every snap. The guys have to play. We got to make sure we develop some depth as we go through the season at a critical position. It's a very critical position to have some depth.
Do you feel like the effort's always been there for some of those guys?
Yeah, I think guys played hard. They battled their butts off. I mean, you can take any football game of any team, and you can find a play, and we do that. We have we call it a loaf tape every Monday, and we don't have many, but that's something that we create a lot of accountability in. But you can find a loaf on any tape at any level every week. You can find somebody, but you hold people accountable. There's consequences for that in front of everyone. It's a group thing, so a high level of accountability of that. But these guys have battled their butts off. They really have. So just we hadn't got the result we want in 2 close games.
You said repeatedly that you've been a little too soft on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Is that especially a concern of facing the offense you're going to see Saturday?
Yes, for sure. I don't think we haven't set the edge well enough, in the screen game in particular. We have not defeated some blocks well enough, gotten off some blocks, and got to do a better job on that in space for sure. That's definitely a concern.
Is that why Strozier kind of got a little bit more snaps against Georgia Tech?
I mean, Ashton's giving up PIs and giving up bad big play with bad eyes. I mean, we're playing man coverage and he's looking in the backfield. So, just precision in what we do, details, eye discipline. I mean, we got to be better, and technique and fundamentals. And so you got to put the next guy in there. Strozier deserves to play. I think Strozier, honestly, has had a good camp, and he's a kid that's, I think the arrow's up by his name. He's progressing for us, and but Ashton is a special talent. He's a special player, but we gotta get him playing that way, and he'll respond. But just really poor on that one big play on the slant and go. That was a critical play in the game, he's just looking in the backfield. And it's just eye discipline on doing your job. And then the one screen that they hit out there, he just, out of control, flying and diving at the ground as opposed to collisioning and making the receiver have to stop his feet. This is basic football. We got to clean some of that stuff up. So Strozier deserved the opportunity to play. But he missed the tackle, should have been no gain. So, I mean, we just got to be better. We got to be better. But that's our job as coaches to get them better, and they got to play. I mean, it's early in the season. You're playing in games that one play can make the difference. If we win both of those games, we still have the same problems. That's the thing here. It just, you feel different, right? Y'all probably ain't asking some of these questions, but that's just the reality of it. We've got to clean up some some technique, some fundamentals, some eye discipline, you know, on both sides of the ball.
What's the one offensive play